all of our hiring firms in Liberia. Because what we've noticed over the years now, in recent time, is that these concession areas and major companies in Liberia, instead of employing Liberians directly, they have now resorted to individuals who serve as who organize hiring firm. They will hire the workers and then they come and they work for the concessions. And there are a lot of things that sometimes I might be missing when those things happen. Sometimes what the hiring firms, when they do this, what it means is that they're actually taking the responsibility that the concession should have had. Otherwise, I'm so sorry. Okay, please take this. I put it. Let's get us out there. Okay. That what it means is that those responsibilities for pension, for maybe other incentive that are supposed to be given to workers, the hiring firms are supposed to take those responsibilities. For example, in the concession areas, our law, chapter 5, part 5 of our Decent Work Act, at section 16.1a, there are minimum wage prescribed by law. For example, in the concession areas, if you work in a concession area, concession is considered a formal sector. So people who work in the formal sector, the minimum wage for them is $5.50 a day. Now, we visited the Liberia Agriculture Company in LAC about a month ago, and some of the review, those documents we review were some of the payrolls and things they have. We also noticed there that they have two hiring firms. You call them the subcontractors. They will hire people and they come and work for the company. One of them is being operated by one George B. Vonzia, and another person is another group, another company that hiring firm is owned by one Arthur Peters. Both of them over the years have been hiring workers who come to LAC to work. And by operation of law, the same minimum wage set up for your concession workers, it will be applicable to the workers. Take for example, Arthur Peter started this hiring firm operation with LAC in 2019. So we checked that between 2019 and 2025, they've hired a number of Liberians to work with LAC. For example, Arthur Peter hired over the years 213 Liberians who worked under his hiring firm for LAC. Instead of paying them the $5.50 as required by law, he paid them $3.80. Instead of $5.50, he paid them $3.80, below the minimum wage required by law. Then we have the same thing with the other hiring firm is owned by one George B. Vonzia. Vonzia also operated, he had been operating this from 2022 to 2025. He had a total of 326 workers. By the same arrangement, he also he had, instead of paying the people the $5.50, he was also paying the people $3.80, sometimes $4, which are all below the minimum wage. So we determine the difference over the years that he's been paying the workers. Under the law, this will constitute unfair labor practice, and therefore we have determined that both George B. Vozier and Arthur Peters will be required to pay retroactively to all of the workers the difference in the salary that they paid them over the years. To serve that this information should go out, or that there should be a notice to all of our hiring firm. If you are a hiring firm, you are supposed to abide by the minimum wage. You hire people to work in the concession areas. The daily payment, the daily rate is $5.50, nothing less. Because you are taking the responsibility otherwise of the concessions, the concessionaire. So if you are taking that, you have to treat them as in keeping with the law. So, for example, for Mr. George B. Vozier, we determined that for the 326 workers that he paid them less the legal amount that is required, he will have an additional payment for the workers in the amount of $9,705.92. That will be for George B. Vozier. For Mr. Arthur Peter, he had a total of 213 employees from between 2019 and 2025. There is a difference in the salary of all of these workers that he has to pay back to them. It's $9,414.60. That is for Mr. Arthur Peters. We have instructed our commissioner responsible for Grand Bazaar to implement their decision. We sent him the communication with the listing of all of the employees over the period. He is going to travel to LAC to make sure that you hold meeting with the respective subcontractors here, the hiring firm, to make sure that they pay these people all of their retroactive payments. And we want all of our hiring firms in Liberia to be aware that we are looking out. With this information we've gotten, it means we have to look at all of the hiring firms to make sure that they are paying Liberians the correct payment as we keep it with the Decent Work Act. So this is important, and we think it's important for our workers. And if we ever find out again that someone is paying the workers less than the amount prescribed by law, we will make sure that you pay the workers retroactively. That is the requirement of the law. It is an unfair labor practice when you are supposed to pay the workers $5.50 and you elect to pay them $3.80. That is inconsistent with our law. So for these two persons, we've determined that they will pay these workers retroactively. The information will be available. The information will be available to them through our commissioner, and because of the importance of this, that's why we call this press conference, so that other hiring firms can begin to look at their books, because we will be looking out on all of them to determine how they are paying the Liberians that they are hiring. We will not stop you from serving as hiring firm, but we want you to pay the Liberians in keeping with the law. Thank you very much.
What if you don't adhere to what you are saying? What will be your next action?
This is the law. We can only assume that they probably were not aware, but they will not excuse them. So we've asked them to make sure that their money is paid to the people retroactively. All of them will, the names will be placarded at the side of the company, and the individual will see their name and how much they are entitled to retroactively, and they will be paid.
We just returned from a major conference. How was the conference, sir?
But let me complete the statement. The issue of these subcontractors are issued contract certificate by the ministry. So if we ask you to pay these people retroactively and you refuse to do that, we will not renew your contract certificate, and we will not expect that the company will allow you to continue to hire people for them if you do not have the contract certificate to do that. Regarding the conference we just went to, I think I made a statement about the conference already. This was child labor conference. This is organized by the ILO. Basically, to discuss, there are jobs that children are not supposed to do, or children under a certain age should not do certain jobs. That's emphasis. We are members of the ILO. There was a meeting 4 years ago in South Africa, and the emphasis was that every member state should take steps to ensure that people below a certain age should not do certain jobs. And so this meeting in Morocco was to follow up to see whether member states are living up to those requirements. And we saw that, Liberia has taken a number of steps since we left South Africa.
Yellow machine. If you were president, would you have thought about yellow machine? I'm the pioneer for yellow machine. Don't forget, I'm the pioneer for development politics in Liberia. I brought this government fit to fire to make them to feel that if they don't bring yellow machine, Musa will torpedo them. I brought it, so I know what the yellow machine can do. Okay, but you have to manage it properly. You have to manage it properly. I'm really, really concerned. And I'm raising this concern on a normal day as a politician. You would just be quiet. But it is my country. It is the money that belongs to my country. And the people deserve it. So I will give my advice. Bernie is my friend, my very good friend. So at some point in time, I'll visit him and sit with him and give him my experience and hope that he can use them. Some people will always be like, this is my interview now. They will just take the part where I say the machine is okay. I don't care.
Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and President of the Liberian Senate, Chairperson Senator Vapla, and members of the committee, the Doyen, and members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Country Director of UNFPA, the Director General of Leches, Honorable Gafwan, my colleagues in the Senate and the House of Representatives, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The President pro tempore of the Liberian Senate, Kulago.
And so, good evening, folks. Welcome this evening to BKS TV, and welcome to the famous Hit Hour show here on BKS TV. And the Hit Hour is a dialogue and a confrontation. We say words and not bullets. 13 minutes past 9 o'clock here this evening, and today is the 27th day of February AD 2025. Tomorrow we celebrate the birth anniversary of our CEO, Mr. Avin Seka Sr. On behalf of the board of directors of this noble institution, the management and workforce, we want to say happy pre-birthday to our CEO, Mr. Avin Seka Sr., a man of integrity, a man of honor, a man of all of the good deeds. We want to say happy pre-birthday treat to you too in a very special way. 14 minutes past 9 o'clock in Liberia. In today's edition of the show, we'll be hosting Mr. Otello M. Johnson. Mr. Otello M. Johnson is a former representative candidate of Electoral District 2, Montserrado County, and also the founder and CEO of the Giving Hope International. He will be joining us here tonight on the show as we discuss national issues here too as well. 14 minutes past 9 o'clock. Of course, at 9:20, we'll be bringing our guests on. So if you're watching us, tell us in the comment section where you're following us from this evening, and let's be able to recognize you too as well. Let me bring you some few updates here. Let me bring you some few updates here tonight on the show. This is from Grand Crew County. A man identified as Richard Cooper is said to be on the run after he allegedly raped his 12 years old stepdaughter in Beach Town, Banka, Wiedobo Statutory District. The victim is said to be living with her biological mother and stepfather in the area. According to police authorities, the alleged case of statutory rape was reported to them by the 12-year-old biological father. Plea, not his real name, informed the police that his ex-wife, who is 1 week old baby mother, narrated that her current husband, Richard Cooper, on Sunday, February 22, 2026, asked for sex, which, according to her, she refused and walked out of their room. She explained to her former husband that, to her surprise, she heard sound from her daughter's room and she went to find out what was going on. She saw Richard Cooper, her current baby father, on top of her 12 years old daughter, forcefully having sex with that with her. Adding that point, she began shouting, calling people for help when she got up and ran away, and he has not been seen up to now. Meanwhile, the county police detachment disclosed to newsmen based on the allegation the victim was sent to the Barclayville Health Center for medical checkup and treatment while search for the accused is ongoing as investigation pending the arrest of suspect Richard Cooper. And this credit is given to the Grand Crew TV2 as well. From Nima County, the principal of the Manpower Public School in Latura District 7, Nima County, Robert Way, has disclosed that school continues to struggle with low student enrollment nearly a decade after he assumed leadership. Speaking in Maintown, Mr. Way explained that enrollment remains one of the major challenges affecting uh, the only government-run school in the area. The school, which operates from ABC to fifth grade, currently has just over 60 students enrolled for the academic year 2025-2026. This figure remains low despite the government reduction in registration fees for public schools, according to Principal Way. Although the government has prescribed a registration fee of approximately 1,000 librarian dollars, many parents are still facing financial difficulties and are unable to afford amount. He noted that this situation has significantly contributed to the low enrollment at the institution. Despite limited number of students, Mr. Way praises the commitment of the school's 5 government-paid teachers who continue to work diligently to keep the school operational and active. He is calling on parents and guardians in Mainpa Town to prioritize their children's education by enrolling them in school, emphasizing that the future of the community depends greatly on younger generation. For more details on this news we're reading here tonight, you can visit the page of BKS TV on Facebook, YouTube, and also on Instagram. And you're going to get this news here and in detail too as well. Margibi police charge men for allegedly impersonating airfare soldier. The Margibi County Detachment of the Liberia National Police has charged 22-year-old Abraham Kamara for allegedly impersonating a member of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Police say Kamara was arrested after he was seen wearing a military uniform and allegedly harassing residents, causing public concern. Authorities have charged him with impersonating an officer, theft of property, and disorderly conduct. He has been forwarded to court for prosecution. The police say impersonating security personnel is a serious offense and reaffirm their commitment to maintaining public safety in Margibi County. Thomason Davis is watching us this evening. Charles B. Allen is also watching us from Sletoa 101.1 in Ganta City, Nima County. Welcome to the show, Charles. This is also a lot of rape cases, a lot of rape cases now in Liberia. Let's bring you this one from the office of the Vice President. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jeremiah Kpankun, in his capacity as President of the Liberian Senate, has urged members of the Senate to provide more deliberate and sustained support for the development of the country's tourism sector, particularly through adequate budgetary allocations in the national budget. He emphasized the meaningful progress in tourism development will requires international planning, decisive legislative action, and long-term financial commitment by the government of Liberia. The Vice President made these remarks on Thursday while presiding over a Senate session during which officials of the newly established Liberian Tourism Authority, along with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, appeared before the Senate plenary in chamber to present updates on ongoing efforts and strategic plans aimed at revitalizing and expanding Liberia tourism industry. In his address, he underscored the importance of leveraging Liberia's existing national assets to stimulate growth in the sector. VP Kong specifically cited the long abandoned Ducal Palace Hotel and the Hotel Africa complex, noting that despite their historical and economic significance, both facilities remain in a state of disrepair. He proposed that the government explored public-private partnership as practical pathway to rehabilitating these facilities, encouraging the state to meet investors halfway in order to attract credible private partners willing to co-invest. According to him, restoring facilities to international standard will require substantial capital investment, potentially exceeding 100 million United States dollars. Without such bold and collaborative inventions, the Liberian Vice President cautioned that Liberia's tourism aspiration may continue to fall short of their full potential. Beyond infrastructure rehabilitation, the Vice President also encouraged the diversification of tourism offering, including the development of water-based tourism such as recreational boat rides, which are popular attraction in many countries. He noted, however, that such initiative will depend on improvement to critical infrastructure, particularly bridges and access routes to ensure safety and ease movement for visitors. Recognizing that tourism is a capital intensive sector, he stressed the need for a coordinated cross-sectorial approach. That's from the office of the Vice President too as well. A face of Red Hill Got Talent is also watching us here tonight. Mr. Sam Saros Bali is also here. And like we said, we'll be hosting a former representative candidate of Electoral District 2, Mansurado County, Mr. Otello Johnson, will be our guest here tonight on the show. I'm pretty sure that I'm getting his name correct. Otello M. Johnson will be our guest here tonight on the show. We'll be going to him very shortly, but let's go for this break. And when we come back, we welcome our guests on the show, including Mr. Sam Saros Balie, who is also one of our panelists here too as well. 24 minutes past 9 o'clock. We still have a couple of minutes and hours here, and it's going to be a wonderful conversation. But let's go for this break. Let me try to play you something here. Okay, let me play you this one from a documentary done on.
Y'all go home, y'all go home. Take your time, take your time.
one of the major challenge we face today in Liberia is it is so many or too many youth falling prey to drug addiction in our country. The ULA Women Empowerment Committee have taken the initiative to create awareness and support the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency on the fight against drug in Liberia. They have concluded phase one of their Say No to Drug and Mother Touch project, and they will be beginning phase two of the project tomorrow. The phase two of that project will be aired here on this platform beginning at 5 o'clock Liberia time till a later time that they will be finishing. Of course, Mr. Sam, you are here tonight. How you doing this evening? And welcome, Chief. Our guest is also in the back.
Well, Junior, thank you. Thank you for being here again. We have come this evening to talk to our people, our listeners and viewers around the globe. We just want to welcome you and want to say many thanks to you for your commitment and consistency of coming on the show to watch us and give all the opportunity and criticism. We welcome everything. This evening, we have come again to have a discussion with you and with other of our guests. Great to be by Junior. I wasn't able to make it to the ULA women stuff. I had to go take care of some emergency situation yesterday, but I saw those comments. I think I want to believe it was a great show.
Yes, indeed, it was. It was a great show, and tomorrow they will be appearing here with the launch of the phase two of their project. And I'm asking you to join. Let us listen. The issue of drug in our country is everybody's business, all of us. So even though they will take over the platform tomorrow, we might not have our regular show, but I think it will be a wonderful conversation with them. They will be running it too as well. A Tapeta ambassador here, Mr. Otello M. Johnson. Good evening and welcome to BKS TV, Voice of BKS and Voice of Tapeta, respectively. How are you doing this evening, Chief?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I want to say thank you for having me. And this is my debut on your platform. Thank you very much.
It's great to have you on the show here tonight. They sent me a little bit of your resume. I may call you that. But for the benefit of those that are listening to you and even my very self and many other people listening to you too via Facebook and in the radio land, briefly introduce yourself, your name, where you hail from, your professional background, if possible, or if the need be, your educational background too as well.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Otello M. Johnson. My both parents here from Nima County, to be precise, Tapeta. Currently, I reside in Monserrado County. That's where I've been for the past 15 years now. Before the introduction, let me make something clear. For the record's sake, I've not contested in any election in Liberia here. In your intro, I heard you saying I'm a representative candidate of district number 2. So I think you are prophesying, and I take that prophecy seriously.
No problem, Chief. So thank you for the clarity.
So let me say thank you for the opportunity, like I said earlier. Yeah, you're welcome. Like I said earlier, to be precise, do blonde, my both parents are from there. So currently, I live in district number 2, Monserrado County, Red community, where I have my family, my property. You spoke of a profession. I'm a supply chain specialist. I have an international diploma in purchasing and resourcing, another professional diploma in procurement and contract management, a BLA in logistics and material administration. So my entire profession is around supply chain. I'm the CEO and the founder of Giving Hope International, a newly established non-governmental organization established in 2024. with 5 pillars to address some of the pressing issues that our people are facing on a daily basis in Liberia and the rest of our global village. So
Thank you. So
that's me.
we narrow the conversation to your organization and the 5 pillars that you stand for. But tell us how you view, before we go to how you view, are you supporting any political party in Liberia?
I supported a political party, but for the record, I'm not a member of any political party in Liberia currently. But in fact, I have supported several political party, and that support came about based on the loyalty that I pledged to the late Honorable Senator Prince Yomi Johnson, and that loyalty was something that I decided to give to Senator Johnson till death. So wherever Senator Johnson goes, I go there. Even his party, I wasn't a member of a party, but I was supporting him as an individual. So wherever he goes, there where I go. 2017, I supported CDC. Based on 2 reasons. One of the reasons was understanding former President George Weah being a member who comes from, or a person who comes from the Islam community, and I believe that he understands what it takes for a Liberian man, a young man, to go to bed without food. Understand that perspective. And then again, the person who I pledged my loyalty to, Senator Johnson, supporting that same, struggle. So it gave me the courage to support President Weah in 2017. And President Weah won the election. And in 2023, when that trust was betrayed, so I decided to shift. And shifting was due to the direction that my godfather, if I may say it right, my godfather took, which was the Unity Party, and then we supported the Unity Party, and Unity Party won the election. But for the record's sake, I will tell M. Johnson, I'm not a bona fide member of any political party in Liberia here. I've been in the private sector for the past 15 years now, only supporting parties that Senator Prince Johnson have supported.
So now that Senator Prince Johnson is no more, how are you going to do your political support?
So I will allow the Liberian people to decide.
So you indirectly saying that you won't be voting for any other president comes 2029? I
will have to vote, but like I said, I have to go. No, I will have to vote 2029. Like I said, I will allow the people that believe in me, that believe in my ideas, to decide where for us to go 2029.
Great. So now,
I will tell you something, when last people and they make that decision. See that?
As a young man who believes in development, as a developmental young person, how do you view this current government proportional to the past government?
Okay, so the past government, there are some good. So I will start with the past government, right? So there are some bad and there are some good. The past government, right? The past government did some and they did not do some. And the current government, you cannot grade both of them when the past government has exhausted 6 years and the current government has not even gone 4 years. So I cannot compare the both of them.
So comparing the both administration 3 years, how will you, let me say 2 years, because we're just entering this administration 3 years. How would you rate the both administration, the CDC administration first 2 years in office and the Joseph Boakai or the Unity Party led administration first 2 years in office? Developmental wise,
so I will
human capital building, the bread and butter issue of the country, how will you rate that?
So you spoke about developmental wise, right? when it comes to development with both of them. So for the Unity Party, I would grade the Unity Party 8/10. And then I would grade the CDC 2 years. I would grade the CDC 5/10. That's my score. CDC 5/10, Unity Party 8/10. And I can give you reasons why I'm grading CDC 5/10 and I'm grading.
Give us a reason. People listening to you, they want to know why you're grading the both administration that way that you're grading them. So give us a reason. Convince us.
So I will start with the CDC, which is the past government. The CDC, the first 2 years of the CDC, there were 2 million mismanagement, misappropriation of funds, and mismanagement. You have the issue of the 16 billion missing. You have the issue of the 25 million mobile SSRs, which did not affect the common people in the past government. You have all of misappropriations. You have Nathaniel Magee admitting to Senator Nathaniel Magee admitting to embezzlements, but then it is being used in the country. So, predicated upon these facts, I will grade the CDC 5/10 because they did not meet the expectation of the people, but then in the first 2 years. So I will come to the Unity Party. The Unity Party led government, yes, in 2 years time. The first thing I will say, the president 100-day deliverables. When the president took office, he said that he will ensure that no goes. And that promise was fulfilled. It was fulfilled 100%. There were no cars being stuck on major roads in Liberia. People were using 7 hours from Monserrado to go to Grand Chita County, first of its kind. People were paying $7,000, $5,000 to go Maryland County, first of its kind. And that promise was well fulfilled. And today, we are witnessing the arrival of 137 pieces of earth-moving equipments. 137 pieces into the country arrived on Sunday to address the issues of road connectivity. And let me tell you something. Any country that wants to develop, one of the major contributing factors toward the development of any country is road connectivity. If you don't have road, your country will not be developed because people will not move from one place to another to transact. So the issue of road connectivity is key to every developing country. And that concern is about to be addressed. While it is true that we stay away the second batch of the equipments, but I think Liberians can see for themselves that yes, this government means better. So predicated upon that, I will grade them 8/10. For now, I will grade them 8/10, and then for the 2 years, CDC 5/10. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got Mr. Otello M. Johnson, a son of Tapeta District from Nima County, but he resides in Monserrado Electoral District 2. Now, Otello is here on the show tonight, and we are discussing varieties of issues. We will go to Nima subsequently, but we want to discuss a national issue. Mr. Sam, I know you've already started jotting down your questions to Otello. But Otello, let me ask you this on the issue of transportation. You mentioned transportation here right now. I don't know much about the Southeast, so I want to take you to Nima. During the administration of George Manawia, how much were you paying on public transport from Monrovia to Nima County, specifically Ganta, where the MTA take people from mostly?
So firstly, I will tell you, I'm not an NTA router. Let me tell you, let me make that clarity. I'm not NTA router because I believe in
the ratio you are giving right now. What was it given from? Was it from buses or taxi or MTA?
Commercial taxes.
Commercial taxi. Okay, can you give us maybe a
Commercial
statistic
taxi.
can you give us a statistic of the NTA? Because the commercial taxi, not too many people ride them. I want us to go to the NTA, the mostly used one. So what is the current price from
So
Monrovia
for
to-
NTA right now, NTA
Go ahead.
to Swedju, the NTA 3,500.
So that kind of NIMA from
3,500 from let me say Ominga, there where they normally park around the Coca-Cola factory belt. From there to Swedju is 3,500.
so now
To Swedju
from
is 3,500. From that
Paco
end,
Pin to
from that
Kanta.
end, from Paco Pin to
From
Ganda is from Paco Pin to Ganda should be 400. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with NTA because I don't normally ride NTA.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
great. So
normally ride
let me take
NTA.
you-
But
let me take you to another issue then. In Nima right now, there is one saying and one saying when you supported the political godfather, quote unquote political godfather of Nima. And this person has been the decider for all of the elections in Nima. With his absence in the Liberian politics, how do you view Nima political landscape as a son of Nima County and someone who has been supporting Senator Johnson?
Nima is a country that believes in unity. Nima is a country that believes in unity, and to see Nima being divided by any political party will be very difficult. They believe in their leaders. Whatever their leaders say, that's what they do. Wherever their leaders go, that's where they go. So with the absence of Senator Johnson, I believe that there are other leaders who are emerging. The likes of Honorable Koga, the likes of Jeremiah Pankun, Nyandi Twayen. These are people that Nibayans are looking up to. So whatever direction they will take, I believe that Nibayans will follow them. And one of the major pillars, one of the main factors of Nibayans following their leader is based on unity. So, like I said earlier, Nibayans are united people. They are very united. They believe in their leaders. They follow their leaders. Wherever their leaders go, they follow them. And whatever their leader says, they do it. So, with the lives of these three people that I just named, although you have other lawmakers, you have other representatives there, but these are the three persons right now at the forefront of Nima issues. So, wherever these people decide to go, I strongly believe that Nima will go that same direction.
Thank you very much. Again, folks, we have with us here tonight Mr. Otello M. Johnson. Otello is from Tapeta Statutory District, a son of Tapeta Statutory District who resides in Montserrado County. Mr. Sam, welcome. Let's hear you. If you can make a statement or a question there, let's give you some time to do so.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, the Tapeta Ambassador. Thank you, our guest, Otello M. Johnson. Thank you for being on the show. It's great to have you here. I have a few questions for you. You previously indicated that the late godfather of Nimba County was your influential person that anywhere he goes, you went there as well. So to me, your statement appears like during the days of Naomi and Naomi and who says everywhere you go, I will follow you. You know, for lack of Bible verse now, anywhere you go, I will follow you. Everywhere you sleep, I will sleep. So Otello, so you said that with the Godfather band out of picture now, engineer asked you, where will you go at this time? You said you will let the Liberian people decide. Are you not Liberian?
I am a Liberian.
So what do you
Being
mean
a
by
Liberian,
what do you mean by you will let the Liberian people decide? So now you can't decide, only Liberian people will decide?
so if I say I will allow the Liberian people to decide, I mean all of us. We are Liberians, so we will decide 2029.
Well, so now the Godfather is out of picture. He was more like Naomi. He's no longer there. So are you telling us that you will follow the Liberian people now, so no specific person that you will follow?
Okay, so I'm a decisive person. I'm one person that believe in myself and believe in what I do. So you see me, it's very difficult for me to make pronouncement, and then at the end I don't follow it. People who know me from my youth age up to now, to the level I am right now, you know the kind of person I am. Mr. Sadie in studio with you on the show, he knows me very well. He knows the kind of person I am. So I don't want to be fast to tell you, Othello Johnson will follow party A, party B, and at the end, you see me with party Z. So it brings my integrity, it brings my reputation to questioning. So like I said, influential young guy who people believe in, I got followers, they believe in me. So wherever I go, we follow, and it is too early for me to start telling people, let's go to party A or party B. So, like I said earlier, we will decide as the time unfolds. So I'm a Liberian, I agree. So when I say the Liberian people will decide, I was speaking of all of us, even with Othello Johnson himself. So we will decide. But right now, Othello Johnson cannot tell you he's with party A and party B or party B till the right time comes.
So now you're going to flip the board now, since the Naomi is out of the picture now. So you turn to Naomi, so Liberian people will follow you at this point. Okay, let's move forward a little bit.
So the Liberian people, you know, Mr. Balier. Like I said earlier, I'm one person who people follow, right? So as an influential person or a leader, any statement you make, it becomes a policy statement. People will judge you based on that statement tomorrow if the right thing is not done. So I'm very careful right now to start telling you where we will go 2029 or where we are as of now. So I want also keep it like that until the right time comes. I will say come by here and tell you, oh, Mr. Balier, the Liberian people have directed us to go to party Z, and you will be informed. So as for now, let us keep it as that till the Liberian people, the Liberian people can decide where to go 2029.
Great. So quickly let's switch to the two political parties that your godfather took you to, one CDC, one UP, and according to your grading scale, you graded the other one 5 and you graded the other one 8. So it means CDC was more than 4 below the F range. So
Definitely.
So with that, it means to me like you had graded Unity Party 8 over 100. So that speaks to me that you are gravitating towards Unity Party indeed. Is that correct?
Telling Mr. Balier that he has done excellently well in his exam doesn't mean I'm gravitating to go to Mr. Balier. I'm gonna give him Mr. Balier his flower. That does not mean I'm following Mr. Balier.
Okay. So it means CDC
So
really, with CDC 40 in a below F category, it means they miserably failed the country. Is that correct?
For the first 2 years, they miserably failed the Liberian people. They failed the Liberian people. And the reason for that failure was based on series of malpractices, series of misappropriation, series of mismanagement, and Liberia or Liberians are not the Liberians that we knew 4 or 5 decades ago. People are reading on a daily basis. People are making follow-up on a daily basis. So you cannot tell the Liberian people what happened in the past will not be repeated. And then you came, even past, you surpass it. So honestly, they feel the Liberian people in the first 2 years.
So
miserably.
So before we quickly we'll go to the ambassador here. So what I'm hearing from Mr. Otero Johnson is that CDC is no more, is not a political party to look forward to now in governing our country. That's correct.
No. No. Wise changes. So there's a possibility of CDC re-strategizing to come back. So it doesn't mean they cannot rewrite the story. So rewriting the story, it depends on how well you re-strategize. But until that can be done, they feel the people in the first 2 years.
So lastly, to change wrong to right, whatever, isn't that so difficult to do sometimes?
Sometimes it appears difficult based on the kind of strategy that you use. But if you are somebody who is innovative, someone who is wise and far-sighted, to rewrite the story, it won't be difficult for you. So we narrow it on a relationship basis. You offended the girl first time. The girl got angry with you and then she left, and you decide to bring the woman back. So it is based on your strategy that we impress the girl to come back. So once that strategy is strong and impressive, the lady will come back to you. So the same goes to the Liberian people and the CDC. So if CDC can strategize and rewrite the story, the Liberian people will follow them. So I'm not saying CDC is a bad party. No, CDC is not a bad political party. But there were missteps along the way in our first 6 years.
Thank you.
So that missteps.
My show for now, my case for now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so the
you very
missteps
much.
led to the Liberian people putting it out.
The CDC has some missteps along the way, and that missteps led to the Liberian people voting him out. I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you 100%. And if you ask me as a political talk show host, do I agree for CDC to come back to power? I say no. Do we need Unity Party to go back to power? I also say no. Do we need to kick out all of the old politicians in our country and bring out new faces? I would definitely say yes. People like the Tapeta ambassador, Otello, and the rest of the folks have to go and serve their county. They have to go and serve their district. We don't need the same old faces. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting different results from that same thing that you keep doing. Tapeta ambassador, welcome. Let's hear you, my brother.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Now, thank you. Let me recognize my brother-in-law DK Zia, and also the 1% family that they trying now to go to AIMS or to go to the party. Saying my own big brother, somebody the other council, and my dear big brother, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
You know, you are trying to ask a question to promote the party. But honestly, the title we were saying, to tell them, say thank you, bro. Thank you for appearing on the show. I know you brought via experience when it comes to the transport area, the Chin area. Nima County, not just Tapeta, but Nima is proud of you. Continues to do what is best for the Liberian people. Don't join other people who would damage the character of young people in Nima. I say thank you for what you're doing. I've been following you closely. But there are a few information provided that we, from the other side too, we are sometimes critical on the 60 billion issue. It was just a propaganda at that time that it was news against CDC. It wasn't true because that money was printed at the regime by the central bank governor, and that money Unity Party in my Nugwe the news to support Bouakara 500 build. And we wasn't in power 2017 when I think happened 2016. But it was just political issue. And we expected the government when they took over, what they said, it was massive corruption. Now 16 billion issue, we expected this government, I think supported them when doing the campaign time. We expected them now to go back to that 16 billion issue to start prosecuting people, but they have failed to do that. So that means it was just a square political propaganda that they use. And to your last point, you talk on like the CDC never performed what they voted them out for. It wasn't true. We know what happened in Nima. We know what happened in Nimo. Keep saying it. Senator Johnson, as people say, whenever direction he goes, Nima people goes there. That's what led to CDC defeat. It wasn't about performance. If you look at CDC 2-year performance, more than the government, Othello, it's documented out there. Yeah, the reason I'm breaking this up, because what news against CDC that people couldn't debunk at that time, and continues to go on that same path. All of those things that people are doing today, nobody doing. Now they say government are continuated. When they know government are continuated, when they say things people are doing, it was wrong. But the same agenda CDC left in place, they have kind of started seeing agenda to continuous. They wrote for second to Tapeta. The fact payment was done. They had to do a grading stuff. You want to roll there? The only thing they put a quota on it. It was done when that pavement, that first test was done by who? CDC. There have been no other different contract the government have signed road contract in Liberia. I'm quoting a foreign minister, your own minister, said this on OKFN that all the road project 95% in this country, it was signed during CDC which the money was a kill. So that clearly shows us CDC, we were trying our best, but there were a lot of, it's not 100%. This government have issue, yes, Othello. So my question to you, Bibi Othello, you supported this government, Senator Johnson, because all the last time we stood Senator Johnson throwing him out. And you people to convince our people in Tapeta. I remember you vividly. We said the entire point from the Southeast, Othello. That was the campaign method by Kuba Crow in Tapeta. I had a recording. Do you satisfy with the appointment today in Nimba? That we are Nimba people have received projects, 75% of the project today on the government have gone to Lofa County. Then we start eliminating, we don't leave from here. Minister, appointment by this government, 51% report is out of that statistic, not me. For Lofa County, do you satisfy with it compared to city regime that we sell entire appointment from the Southeast that have 5 counties? Lofa, that 1 county, they have most of the appointment today, Othello. Do you satisfy with him as a son of Nima who propagate information for Senator Johnson?
Am I okay now? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Mr. Seri, if I can get you clear, that two things I grabbed from you, right? The first thing I grabbed from you was the project, the road pavement from Sakalepi to Tapeta. That the project started George Weah administration. Only quote the people there. I say that statement is not true. It's false. Another one is if I'm certified with the appointment right now for Nima, those people appointed in this government from Nima, if you say I'm satisfied, I will tell you no. The reason is it is very difficult for a man to be satisfied. But if you want me to tell you whether CDC and Unity Party Nima benefited more when it comes to appointment, then of course you place me in a position to debate this. And I will tell you now for Unity Party, I will tell you, yes, NEMA is benefiting when it comes to appointment than CDC. In CDC administration, you only have one proper minister. One proper minister, CDC administration. And that proper minister will Councillor Kupa, Post and Telecommunication. But Unity Party, you have Councillor Kua, proper minister. You have Colina, proper minister. You have Tingman, proper minister. Not even talking about directors and deputy ministers. So, between CDC, when it comes to appointment from NEMA, between CDC and Unity Party, I will tell you, CDC and Unity Party is doing well. CDC did not do well for NEMA when it comes to appointment. You spoke of the road connectivity from Secretary to Tapeta. That project started 2024. I lost my grandmother when I went to Tapeta 2024. And by then, the clearance have just started from Bankwe, from Secretary to go Bankwe. That's why I met them. 2024. So it did not start 2023. I mean 2022, 2021. No. Even 2022, I traveled to River G. When VA lost his wife, you know VA, my younger brother who next to me. When he lost his wife in Kawekin, I could not travel in River G with my car. I used motorbike. My wife and I. We traveled, but then I was working in Bon, in Banga. She joined me in Banga, and then we left. We took the motorbike from Banga and went to Kawekin in 2022. 2022 March. We went to Kawekin. But then the only pavement on that road from Ganta to Tapeta, the only pavement on that road was from FPMC to go to Bang, around the train track. They cut off. They jumped. When we reached to Blanc, they started from Blanc. They reached to Flompa. They cut off in between there. Then they pick up between there and stop it to Cocoa Park. That's where it stopped. Till the Unity Party government came. From Secretary to Kawekin, where was my last destination, there was no clearance before I talk about pavement. There was no clearance. 2022. March. The lady died March 11. March 11. She died March 11. 2022. And we traveled on the 15th of March. I can remember that day was on our anniversary. My wife and I. There was no pavement on it. There was no clearance. Because the first thing, you must do clearance, you must do cover, you must do bridges before you can start doing any other pavement. So all of these things were not done on our road. It was the same way till 2023. After the election, 2024, I'm giving you facts, not based on sentiment. 2024, when I lost my grandmother, I went to Tapeta. I was in Tapeta. We met them somewhere around the work was too fast. We met them somewhere around after Low Ikpetuo, when you go in Tapeta side, going Gracer. That's where we met them. Portion of the area, the poor quota, portion of the area, no quota, they were doing clearance, laying covers. So to answer your question, or to rectify what you said, that project did not start just your administration. It started Unity Party administration. To be clear with you, I'm here. I've seen the reality.
All right. Jim, thank you. I know we. Jim, thank you. I know we. So we're gonna feedback from the back. So my phone. So I'm not the guests will have a way to respond to the question. Feedback from the back. So my phone. But I can assure you that project started before 2023 from Sagibi to Tapeta. We'll do far finding after the show only. We'll send those photos. So from Sagipi, it started, then it went beyond Sagipi. But we will not take glory on it. Yeah. And he spoke a very clean issue, very serious issue. And the serious issue looking at is continuity is a very, very good thing in Liberia. But when there's no continuity, he said Nima certified. People, Nima never supported CDC, the one who supported the party. So we came into the picture. So I want for Nima to get this clear on the show tonight. We came into the picture 2017 when Senator Junior cross carpet. And there are people who are already on the table with those people. Do you expect the little people to give you a job? We keep something in the picture. But this government that we now have, Nima people support the government from the grassroots. But you say it's certified because they get two appointed position, 3 for Nima, but Lofa had the entire rest. But yesterday when I saw East have 5 counties, when those guys from the saw you say, well, run as an interpreter, your run campaign with interpreter. I expected you now, people will tell them use the same energy that you and Kasakuba use interpreter to say the position from the so East to use that same energy now to say for Lofa County. But you're not saying that people will tell you, but you're talking about Koina Kru, his grandfather was there. I went last year, went to there. They wouldn't you never get a name. But that's not an issue. So yeah, now a people will tell you from District 2 in Moserado. You have a lawmaker in Moserado who is seated, and you saw that in the yellow yesterday with reducing the office of legislator. They wear yellow suit as someone in person company. As a resident of that district, how will you grade your lawmaker? A performance. How you look at a function? Thank you.
Yeah, so I think there is a little problem.
On me yourself.
Yeah. So I think there is a little problem.
Okay.
Okay, we'll tell you why.
On me yourself.
No, I think it's unmuted now.
Okay, we'll tell you why.
Okay. So I think one of the main reasons I'm here tonight is to discuss what you just brought up, right? The issue of district number 2, Moserado County. So if I may get you right, you were asking about my representative Sekou Kane performance as it relates to what the people of district number 2 elected him for. Am I right?
Yeah, that's what the question. And also the yesterday reducing the office of legislator.
So Chris, I will speak to the performance of Sekou Kane because I believe that district number 2 is where I live, is where I have my property, is where I believe that no one can ask me out of. No one can tell me say leave on district number 2. No. So what affects district number 2 affects me as well and my entire family. So I will speak to district number 2 issue for now. Okay. You spoke of Sekou Kane performance. Honestly, I will tell M. Johnson, a resident of Ray Hill community, I'm disappointed in the performance of Sekou Kane. Sekou Kane has been elected twice in this district, and up to now, I have not seen any tangible from Sekou Kane as a representative of district number 2. Anybody who knows Ray Hill community on the Pueblo Road here from Moserado here, who knows the Pueblo Road and knows the Waitan Ray Hill, they will tell you the condition of this road when it comes to the rainy season. And the district itself has 52 communities. The 52 communities, 80% of the community is very deplorable. No accessibility. To access this community is very difficult, most especially during the rainy season. Sekou Kane has failed the people of district number 2. For me, I consider Sekou Kane, I told him I said you are a political mistake to the people of district number 2. You are a serious political mistake to the people of district number 2. Gone are those days where politicians will abuse the silence of their people. We will not sit back and watch somebody. We are a single kind of employer. We are his employer. He is our employee. He is accountable to us. Up to now, I'm yet to be corrected. If anybody following the issue from district number 2, let them correct me. Up to now, Sekou Kane have not given us his legislative report. We don't know what was the challenges last year, the way forward. We don't know. To access this community, imagine during the rainy season, we will use people community to come to our own community as if we are not part of district number 2, as if we are not part of Montserrado County. We don't know how that development fund, the social development fund is being expended. We don't know our district development fund, how it's being expended. We don't know anything about it. Up to now, Sekou Kane have not come to us to tell us how he spent his money, how much he received, and how that fund was expended. We approached Sekou on this role. What Honorable Kane told us was that during the CDC administration, there was this company, the unknown company that was contracted to do maintenance on this road from Winton up to Rehab till 8 pavement. So he took over. You know, sometimes people make us to doubt their credibility when it comes to their 3 cardinal responsibilities. And the oversight responsibility of Sekou Kane is very poor. Very poor. You said during CDC administration, there was this company contracted to do maintenance on the road, to maintain the road till 8 pavement. Now you won the election as a sitting representative. Where is your oversight responsibility? Have you contacted the Ministry of Public Works to know who the company is and how far the company has gone with the maintenance issue? Nothing like that. We have not heard anything from Sekou as of now. The road is still deplorable. If you want photos, I will upload. Thank God it's a weekend, I'm in town. I will upload more than 10 photos from different communities and send it to you. This is the kind of man that we elected in district number 2. So when it comes to his performance, Sekou is a serious embarrassment to the people of district number 2. It's a political mistake to the people of district number 2. And honestly, comes 2029, that's what I said. I say waiting. We have a consultation with our people. Comes 2029 to see how best we can rewrite the wrongs. We will not continuously having people who do not have the district at heart. The issue about representation is not all about going to Capitol building and receiving fat envelopes. No. You have 3 responsibilities. Where are they? So those responsibilities are there. Sekou have not submitted any bill. Sekou has not argued any bill. Sekou have not supported any bill. The brother is a complete bobo. So we are having consultations. Comes 2029 will be a different ball game. We will not allow people ride on people here based on sentiment or party solidarity. No, it will not work. The issue of party solidarity is no more. We need to have people who have our district at heart, people who understands someone who understands the needs of the people. We have only 1 police station. Imagine how big this community is. That police station got burned. Up to now, the community, the 3, because there are 10 communities comprising of 10 communities according to Donizo. So the 10 communities went together to contribute money to renovate that particular police station that got burned. Can you imagine that? Where is our lawmaker? What has been his contribution? Sekou has not done anything in this district that I will tell Johnson I will be impressed of. that tomorrow or 2029, Segu say, I want to be re-elected and I can't put people in car carrying and say, you go vote for Segu Kane. Oh, my dear body. My grandma, dear, see, I wake up from Zoo 2. I will never do it because he has failed the people, he has embarrassed us. And up to now, if I tell you, Segu, I have not visited this community officially to sit with the people of this community to discuss issues affecting this community, you will not believe it, bro. So when it comes to performance, Segu is a political mistake. He has no voice in the House of Legislature. Segu has never debated any bill. Segu has never submitted any bill to the legislature that will have positive impact on the common people. Nothing he has done. Creating from Chigota, in fact, St. Francis, to go inside St. Francis. It is not decision number 2. You have the Rehe community, you have the Riha community, you have the Perata community, you have the Basota community around the Mount Barclay end there. You have other communities around the Chicken Farm community. You have these communities. Road connectivity is a serious issue for us. And honestly, Chris, the rural area, to develop the rural area is not difficult. You know what? The main areas in the rural area are already developed. There are pavement almost everywhere at the main places. Only to prioritize the inner part of the community, of the district, the feeder roads, the one that are going to the rural communities, to prioritize them. Very simple. How long will it take Segu Kane to go to Guineas, tell Guineas, oh, we want this machine to go and rehabilitate the road leading from Wentan to Riha community. Segu Kane is a member of the Unity Party. Segu Kane won that election because of party solidarity. He did not marry. So where is the oversight responsibility? So Segu Kane has not performed. He has failed us. And honestly, you will hear the BKS family, TV family will hear from us very soon. Very soon. Because we will not sit back any longer and watch one man pocket our resources or that what belongs to us. No.
Okay. Okay, Gio.
The district development fund, the district development is intended to address some of the pressing issues in the district. Where are those scholarships for the district allotted to the district? Who are those benefiting from the scholarships? If you ask anybody, go into youth gallery right now. You ask anybody, are you benefiting? Are you benefiting? We have a child room. You ask one question and nobody will tell you I'm benefiting from the scholarship. Nobody will tell you. So where is this scholarship going? These are questions Segu need to answer. And he has not been answering these questions over the period of time. So say he has refused to answer these questions, we will ensure that Segu answer these questions. If he doesn't, no problem. We are his employer. We can dismiss it. We can terminate his contract at any time. Comes on it on the now. Thank you.
Okay, Gian. Before I tell you what to do, Mr. Badier, this will be my last question to Othello. You spoke a very salient point. You said political mistake, right? Do you think that Liberians people themselves that leave those lawmakers, because they came to us, they presented their platform, so they don't present their platform, so they came because we are whatever Gio man or Mandingo, whatever Mandingo man or whatsoever, or tribal settlement. Do you think that Liberians people are the problem, the things they're going through today, not just in District 2, Maserano, but across the land and breadth of Liberia? Do you think that our people, when it comes to voting, we don't know how to vote? They vote mistakenly? Do you think so? Do you think the Liberians people need more education, awareness? Because if we know how to vote correctly, Mr. Kumi had one of the best platforms in both 2017 election. But and they receive 1%. Do you think the Liberians people issue? They don't know how to vote, they don't know who to vote for. Do you think so? Thank you.
So are we okay?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Chief.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, so when it comes to elections in this country, there are two key things that affect us at the end. And it starts from the election process, right? One is party solidarity. Two, like you said, is tribal sentiment. Now, we vote people in this country not based on competency, but based on party solidarity. That is one. Another thing is we vote people in this country not based on competency, but based on tribal sentiment. What do I mean? I will set an example right in district number 2. In district number 2 is a district that the residents of district number 2, 60% of the residents in district number 2 are from the Dingos. No disrespect, but that's the reality. They are from the Dingos. So now if you have one Mandingo man contesting in district number 2, then you have 5 different tribes contesting district number 2. At the end or at the final analysis, you will realize that the Mandingo men will emerge victorious. Why? Because the Mandingos will prioritize their own. That's a simple logic. They will prioritize their own. Then we go to party sentiment. Now, this Mandingo man, he's the only contestant, he's the only Dingo contestant in district number 2. All the Dingo voted him. Then he contested on Unity Party ticket. Now, because Unity Party does not want to see, or Unity Partisans do not want to see a CDC man winning the election in district number 2, whether this man is competent enough to lead district number 2, they will bend that, and instead vote him because of party solidarity. So at the end, you will see his tribal people, a Kingsman voting him, and then people from the Unity background to voting him. So at the final analysis, this brother will emerge victorious because of 2: 1, party solidarity; 2, tribal sentiment. So this is something that have killed the fabric of our development in this country. We vote people based on these factors, and I think it is not good for us. If Liberia will develop, we need light-minded minds. We need people who have the mind, who have love for country, not because Chris is my brother, and I know that Chris cannot do the work, and then vote Chris because Chris is my brother. I would prefer voting Chris because I believe that Chris is capable enough. He has the ability to lead. He's very influential. He's connected. When we vote Chris based on his connections, those things that we expect to be in the district, we will experience that. But not because Chris is my brother. So to answer your question, these are the factors that kill the fabric of our development in this country: tribal sentiment and party solidarity.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, folks, if you are just joining us here tonight, you are listening to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we see dialogue in our confrontation. We see words in bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we are hosting Mr. Otello M. Johnson. Otello Johnson is a son of Tapeta Statutory District, but currently resides in Electoral District 2, Mansourado County. Marian A.B. Fufana is watching us. Vex Evelyn Arizona Kamun Jr. is also watching us. Anderson Gonley is also following the show. Ramfel Dolo is also watching us. Vex Evelyn said, Tapeta Ambassador agree with you that Nevadians started their support with Unity Party from the beginning. A lot of folks are watching here this evening. If you are just joining us, we want to say welcome. Thomason Davis is also watching us. And let's say welcome to all of you. Mr. Otello M. Johnson is here. Just in case you got any question for him or you got any input to the conversation tonight, you can call us on the numbers you see on the screen and make your contribution here. Mr. Sam, let's hear you if you got something from your end.
I think earlier on, I knew Otero was up to something. When he came, when he came up here and said to me, "I'm not part of any political party. I was more like a Naomi. Everywhere you go, I will go. Wherever you fall, I will fall." After that, so it's like the sound that is coming from that end is different sound. So are you telling us that Sekou Cannon, whatever the name may be, based on my pronunciation, maybe I could be wrong. So he's not performing, and are you trying to say something, tell us that you're going to run against in 2029? If so, what political party you'll be using to run?
It is that a breaking news for you, Mr. Badier?
No, we are not breaking it yet. We're trying to break it down.
Amaku, to respond to Mr. Badier.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Also, okay, Mr. Badier. If I get you correct, you said if I'm contemplating of contesting in 2029, and if so, which party I intend to go with. So this is the issue. I'm more like a servant. If the people of district number 2 ask me out, I won't let them down. So when it comes to political party, they will decide where they want us to go, because they are the one will be asking me to go. So they will be the same person to tell me where to go. So if the people of district number 2 see it prudent, see it necessary, that based on Otello Johnson contribution in district number 2, we want Otello Johnson to be our next representative in district number 2, what am I to say no? I will not say no. But until then, let's wait till 2029. Until that can be done, we still listening to them.
So
thank you.
I'm giving feedback.
Right, the feedback is from Otello. I think it's okay now.
Okay. So Otello, Sekou Cannon is from which party?
Party.
Huh?
Sekou Cannon is from the Unity Party. He's from the Unity Party.
Okay.
So he's from the Unity Party.
So you greater Unity Party. So if you happen to go that direction, it's going to be tough for you, isn't it?
So Otello, I beg you, we are putting you in the back. You are having some feedback, so we'll put you in the back, and you please rejoin us. I beg you, do that for us. Let us put you outside the studio, and then you can rejoin us. If you are just joining us here tonight on the show, we want to say welcome. You are listening to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and not bullet. Again, all of you are joining us, we say welcome. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating the CEO birthday, gentlemen. In as much as our guests will still rejoin us, we got approximately 30 minutes here. I want us to discuss a bit about the Yellow Machine Committee. By law, is the Yellow Machine Committee doing the work of the GSA and the public work in Liberia, the Ministry of Public Works. I'm hearing about so many appointments that are being made, especially from those people from Nimba County. And many of these positions that they are giving to those people are positions that folks in the Ministry of Public Works are supposed to have. But we go to that, let the guest come on, maybe we get closer with him and then we go to that issue. Welcome back, Otello. I think you're perfectly okay now. Sam, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, Otero, sorry. Thanks for coming back. So my question was, earlier on, you graded the CDC government 5 and Unity Party 8, and I seen 8 party that you graded in 8. The candidate from the party, Sekou Kane, is not performing. And do you not think that if for some reason if you decide to join the race and you want to run a Unity Party ticket, Sekou Kane will not permit you to go there?
Am I okay?
Yes.
So, Unity Party does not belong to Sekou Kane. Let me make that clear in the first place. Sekou Kane is not the vision bearer of Unity Party. So he has no authority to deny anyone joining Unity Party. That's the first thing. Secondly, I have not yet decided to join Unity Party or any other political party for now. So whenever the time comes, the Liberian people will know. But Sekou Kane has no authority to deny me or stop me from joining Unity Party. He does not have that authority. Yes.
Okay. So, and I heard you mention about tribal politics in Liberia. Do you not think that if you do better and your message resonate with the district, and regardless what tribe the person might be from, you don't think they will gravitate towards you and maybe let you, regardless of tribal politics? If you really do well and your message is clear and crystal clear to them that yes, this will help them move forward.
Okay, so this is what I want, right? And this is what every civilized country we want. So if the first thing that established first, do the people of district number 2 want Otelo Johnson to be their leader? Let's establish it. If the answer is yes, let Otelo Johnson prove it to the people of district number 2, yes. Since they have decided to make him their leader, he is a leader for all, not just for one group of people. So in an event where everybody, regardless of your tribe, regardless of party, but then everybody say, yes, this is the person that we want. It tells you that Otelo Johnson holds that competency. Otelo Johnson is capable enough to lead the people of district number 2. Not because Otelo Johnson is from Tapeta, he's from Nimba. So all the people of district number 2, all Nimbayans from district number 2, in district number 2 should vote Otelo Johnson. No. I should be voted based on competency, based on what I can do. Not because I'm from Tapeta or not because I'm affiliating with Unity Party, CMC, CDC. No. That should not be the issue. The issue is, do I have the ability? Am I capable enough to lead the people of district number 2? So when the message is clear that Otelo Johnson is capable enough to lead the people of district number 2, therefore, we are carrying Otelo Johnson to be our leader in district number 2. Everybody, regardless of your tribe, where you come from, which political background you come from, everybody will vote. And when that happens, it tells the world that yes, indeed, this man was voted not based on party sentiment, not based on or tribal sentiment, not based on party solidarity. This man was voted because he is capable enough to lead his people. And this has happened. There are people who became senators, who became representatives and other people voted them. I would take for example, Honorable Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph won in Mosorado County as senator, not because of CDC alone voted him. No, I personally voted Sir Joseph. I wasn't supporting CDC by then because I knew that Sir Joseph was a leader. I knew that Sir Joseph is capable enough to lead the people of Mosorado County. So I voted Sir Joseph, not because I was from CDC. No, I was not supporting CDC. So if that happens to me, it tells you that the politics in Liberia is taking different trend, and that's what we want.
Thank you. Thank you,
That's what
Otello.
we want.
We have this call on the line. Good evening and welcome to the show this evening. What's your name and where are you joining us from?
Good evening. My name is Alexander Kemu Jr. and I'm calling from District 2 in Red Hill community.
District number 2. We got your fellow District 2 citizen here tonight. Let's hear you.
And I think that is why I try to place a call. I want to say first, I want to say thanks to my brother and friend, Mr. Otello Johnson. He's one man from our community that carries himself in a way that a lot of young people and old people respect him a lot. And so I want to say thank you so much for your presentation, Mr. Johnson. The only thing I a little bit differ with him when it comes to the working between the two immediate past government and the current government. He said the 2 years on the CDC, they failed massively, but he did not mention some of the failure for the 2 years and what are some of the progress that this government is doing.
No, he did, Ochief. He said there were bad roads connection during the CDC-led government. And under this administration, there are good roads. He spoke of the southeast, the southeastern part of Liberia.
So I think I think that statement is the opposite to the reality, because I believe the first 2 years of CDC we have more roads construction than this government. However, we understand the background he comes from where he speaks. But I also agree with him that our current representative in President of Canada has failed a lot, and at least that Mr. Johnson is alluding to the fact that I still kind of feel a lot. And I believe he, knowing Mr. Johnson for a period of time, he can be a better president to fill in that gap. And so I wish him all of the best. And overall, we have a very good presentation. And I pray that the presentation goes well. But he's a good man. And I salute you, sir, for the wonderful work you are doing for the people, for the young people in District number 2. Thank you so much for the show. And I keep following.
Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. What are you saying? The people don't start petitioning you, Romeo Otello. Y'all can get different intention, and then you try to sway us here tonight, saying that you're not getting any political intention. But you can speak to the caller, and then we can ask you a few questions before we take leave from you.
Oh, okay. Am I good, right?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you for your point. Like Chion said, I think that I outlined some of the failures and outlined some of the progress the Unity Party led government made in the 2 years, and some of the failures CDC are in your first 2 years. So I spoke of the 16 billion, the 25 million mobile SSRs. I spoke of bad road connectivity. We could not reach to our destination, most especially the southeast, the northeast, northwest. We couldn't go there. We couldn't access our homes because imagine I could not go to Tabata with car because there were no road. So for Unity Party, at least I can get in my little baby suru, like come on, like brother Megan say, driving my little baby suru and go to Tabata, sort of my GP and come back almost the same day. So there's a massive progress as it relates to road connectivity under this government than the previous government. I think that answers your question. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam. Do you have anything from your end there? But let me make a follow-up, Sam. You were asking a question, and I think our guest said something on the show, and I want to drag him back a little bit to tease him on that. Mr. Otello, you said people in Liberia shouldn't be voting based on political party sentiment nor tribal background and all of that. Your previous decision to have been following your political godfather, Prince Yomi Johnson, did you assess whether this person is a good leader to represent the people? If yes, why will you rate the Josh Weah-led administration so terribly?
So the issue about loyalty, it comes with reasons. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. We are hearing you loud and
So,
clear.
like I said, the issue about loyalty comes with reasons, right? Okay. The issue about loyalty, it comes with reasons, right? So I wasn't following Senator Johnson because Senator Johnson from Nima. I wasn't following Senator Johnson because Senator Johnson is a Gio man, and Othello Johnson, he was from the same area. No. Let me take you a little back during our civil unrest that lasted for 14 good years in this country. If it wasn't Senator Johnson, you are not going to have Othello Johnson as your guest tonight. It is because of Senator Johnson that you even have a place called Nimba. It is because of Senator Johnson that my parents are alive today. So, what can I pay him with? I have nothing to pay Senator Johnson. So the only thing I could do is to pledge him my loyalty. I wasn't following Senator Johnson because Senator Johnson was from Nima, no. I have supported people legislatively. I have supported people who are not from Nima. Yeah, I have supported them. I work in Bon County. I supported people in Bon County, not because they were from Nima, no.
Othello, my question to you was,
yeah,
during that time when you used to follow Senator Johnson, did you ever assess those leaders that Senator Johnson was pledging your support to them, that you yourself admitted on the show here tonight that you voted for them based on Senator Johnson's support? Did you assess those people's leadership ability? Because you're now criticizing somebody here, and your point of criticism here tonight is some of those people are elected based on tribal basis, some of them are elected based on a political party affiliation. Now, I want to carry you back. You've been voting for people before. I want to know whether you've assessed those people that you voted for before as a competent young man that knows right from wrong. Did you ever assess these people along the way?
So, okay. When it comes to the presidency, because there where I used to go whenever Senator Johnson goes. When it comes to the presidency, I assess them and understand that yes, indeed, this person, based on his track records. So let me speak directly to former President George Weah. Former President George Weah, at the time, Liberia was nowhere when it comes to sports. He led Lone Star to the 1996 Africa Cup of Nations. Mali 2002, where we had the George Weah 11. No, President Weah was the one.
Othello,
coming.
I beg you.
Coming.
Othello, wait. Let me put it this way. Othello, let me put it this way. We're discussing politics here. I don't want you to carry the discussion to sports. The Montserrat you live in, former President George Weah served as senator. Assess his leadership in Montserrat that made you convinced that he could be president of Liberia, that you voted for him in 2017. You've lived in Montserrat now.
So like I said, yes. So like I said earlier, I said President George Weah, I believe that President George Weah is a typical Liberian, born from the slum community. He understood what it takes for a man to go to bed without food. So from that backdrop, I believe that President Weah could solve the issue of hunger. The issue of Papa coming home with plastic bed, he could solve it because he understood what it takes for a man to go to bed without food.
Okay.
So based on that, I trusted him. That was one of my reasons.
Thank you. Sam, let's go over to you before we take leave of our guests. Let's hear if there is anything from your end, and we can go to Grace, and then we call it a day from his end.
Well, Junior, I don't have a lot now for Othello, but since the Naomi is out of the way, I hope that he will make a decision that will help him as as he move forward in a different direction in politics now, because he's standing on his own now. So I hope that everything he's thinking about will work for him, and we look forward to seeing him back here so we can have a conversation. Good luck to you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great, Chris, man, let's hear you, Chief.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Let me say thank you to our guests. And like Mr. Vadi said, when my brother was speaking, collectively, some of us that we have been in political theater for years, I was trying to do political calculation. But again, we wish you well. Decision number 2 is highly troubled. But again, if the young people petition you, I will advise you go for it. Opportunity come once. When Joseph have the opportunity to teach a narrative for your family, you went for it. And I have no doubt in your ability, what you can do. I start knowing you. The day the young people call upon you, go for it. But my only question is, Othello, I believe that you believe in the rule of law. And you have been one of the strong activists from high school days. When we were in high school, you guys was out of high school. You are always been on the side of law. If today Liberians who call upon you, say, Othello, want you to become the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia or the President, those 10 positions are being violated by the Unity Party. You know, removed illegally. Some of us, like 2 of us children from Nimba, were affected in the process. Othello, where do you stand when it comes to the 10 position? Do you support the due respect of this government? There is the Supreme Court of Liberia, when the Supreme Court gave them the order that those guys were illegally removed. They should reinstate them or pay them. They haven't done it. And the government keep Davis to the Supreme Court of Liberia. Where do you stand when it comes to the rule of law? Where do you stand with the 10 position? Thank you.
So okay, can I respond now, right?
Yes, sir, you can respond.
You know, am I okay, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So like Chris, you rightly place it, right? So even in my institution where I currently work, instead of them calling me Othello Johnson, they call me Mr. Policy. So I believe in policy, and not just believe in policy, but the implementation aspect of the policy. So if the policy says the 10 position, the person should serve that 10 position for 5 years, then the person serve that position for 5 years. Any attempt for that person's right to be violated, it also violates my right to as well, because I'm a Liberian, and that person is a Liberian too as well. So I don't support any out of violation when it comes to the law. I stand with the rule of law, and the law is the law. If the law says the person should serve that 10 position for 5 years, that person's right should not be violated. But in an event where that person's right will be violated, you cannot get my support, because I believe in the rule of law. The law is the law. So I will not support any other government violating the rights of Liberians, most especially Liberians, not aliens or foreigners who are serving in tenuous position, and then you were instructed by the Supreme Court to reinstate these people and you refuse, you will not have my support, because tomorrow that same might happen to me. So how would I support any violation that has to do with the law? I stand with the law. The law is the law. So there is no room for supporting any violation against the law. No. So if anyone was wrongfully removed in a tenuous position, and then at the end the Supreme Court rules that that person should be reinstated, honestly, give the person his position, his or her position back, and wait till that tenure ends. So in an event where you want to insist that the person will not go back because you are the ruling establishment and you want me to back that, no, I won't back that. Let the law be the law, and I stand with the law. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here tonight, Mr. Otello M. Johnson. It's been a wonderful time having a conversation with you on BKS TV. In 2 minutes, give us your parting comment, Chief.
So let me say thank you to the BKS family. Like I said in my intro, this is my debut on the show, and I hope to have more of this in the coming days. And I respect you guys. Thanks for the opportunity of following me tonight to speak to issues affecting our country and our district. I want to say thank you. So to the people of district number 2, I want to say we will stand by you. We are with you. We will be with you to ensure that the right thing is done. Gone are those days where politicians abuse the silence of the electorates simply because they are in a driving seat. No, we will speak to the issue and ensure that the right thing is done. So I want to say thank you to the BKS family tonight for the opportunity, and I hope to be with you again in another time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here tonight, Chief. It has been a wonderful time having a conversation with you. Thank you. All right, great. Sam, you've listened to the guests. As always, we stay here to have our post analysis before we conclude. So I want to hear you on your post analysis. Give us your post analysis and then your parting comments in 2 minutes.
Well, Junior, I think he's a good guy. He was in a basket first when he came. He did not want us to know that he was in a basket. So at least based on our questionings, we took him from out of the basket. We finally got to understand that he might likely run for 2029. But before when he came on the show, he acted like he was not a politician. It does not have any intention. But now, at least BKF family were able to pull him from the basket, and now we know that he's a politician, and he had a mission vision. He also have a plan for the people of district number 2. Which is a good thing. It's good for young men to come out and express. That's what democracy is all about. Express his political view, whatever he thinks is good for him, and then for the people of district number 2, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Is that 2 things always in election: you either win or you either lose. So I wish him good luck. He's a good gentleman and he spoke really well. What I can say to him is that he should focus more on relating to all tribes in Liberia or in District Number 2. No matter what, politics is it's not really about what you speak, where you live, and how you live your life. But Junior, if you have the message, make sure your message resonates with everyone, because it's not. Sometimes we think that certain group will not be able to carry you, but I always challenge that. If you have the vision, you have the message for the group, and that resonate with them, and you are really truthful to them, they will. It's not all, but some will come and gravitate towards you. That's what politics is all about. But you shouldn't believe that, yes, because there are certain group of people dominant in District Number 2, they might not go his way. But that's not a thinking that we want in our country. But he's a good gentleman. So somebody called and confirmed that he's a good guy. So I wish you know the luck that he in his political journey. Tonight the show has been great. We're always looking forward to interacting with people who will come on our show, and we speak truth to power to transform other people's doubts when it comes to politics, whatever thing that we do here. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Those of my fellow who are listening to me from the radio land, from Nimba County, from Morovia, from the Green City, I want to again say many thanks to all of you. Tonight, all the listeners and viewers, we want to acknowledge you all. Our committed Prince from Berwick and Anderson. These guys are always on this on this show. Gentlemen, I want to say thank you for always being here. It's good. And those of you who have come to listen to us and who are writing, making comments, thank you for watching us tonight. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a great show. We are hosting one big guest tomorrow. Junior will post it. It's not going to be easy. Our guests will be on fire, and we are here prepared to put them on fire too. So, Junior, thank you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for being here tonight, Mr. Sam. It's been a wonderful time having conversation with you as always. I want to appreciate you for also being here. Our followers want to say thank you. It's the CEO birthday tomorrow, so the show will be interesting. It will be great. It will be very, very good. Have a blessed good night, Sam.
Good night.